Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing something quite different from my regular Minecraft content, as I'm going to be attempting to make a full Jurassic Park in a 4x4 fence area in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I did borrow this idea slightly from the YouTuber Evolution Square, except since I'm nowhere near as good as her, I'm not going to try and make it a 5-star park. I started off by roughly experimenting with the placement of items. However, as you will see later, I did switch up the arrangement of a variety of things. I took a while trying to decide which dinosaur to use for this first enclosure, but eventually resorted to using the Dilophosaurus because I felt it was a small, popular and easy to manage dinosaur for the park. Looking back on it now, actually, I forgot completely that guest attractions existed, so that's my bad. If you're excited for Jurassic World Evolution 3, drop a like and comment, because I will most definitely upload some videos on it when it releases, so yeah. Here I made the mistake of releasing the dinosaurs into the aviary without even having built the decorations inside, so I had to completely remove them, and that took ages. So I did have to cheat the challenge a little bit and build a ranger team and a hatchery right outside of the 4x4 area, which I know is cheating, but I got rid of them after, so technically not. I'm going to go quiet now for a bit and just let you guys watch the time lapse, so goodbye. So I find that lining the paths with walls actually makes it more realistic, because in real life, otherwise you know that the guests would just walk off and touch the fences, and you would get a ton of lawsuits for that, so yeah, it makes it just more realistic. Now, I was having a few problems here because it turns out my computer kept crashing because it turns out I had a problem with the RAM, but I have that all fixed now, so no worries. For example, here you can see it crashed, so this is going to happen a couple more times throughout the video. Limited in the range of decorations that I had to use because I don't actually own any of the DLCs. However, I'm going to change this when I get Jurassic World Evolution 3, and I'm going to buy every DLC. You can see here I'm just kind of messing around with foliage and distorting around trees, because honestly I do not like the built-in tree tools because I feel that they're too spaced out and that you can't get them where you want, so it's very handy that we can manually place trees. The backstory: I kind of wanted to imagine the park was in a secluded area of the world, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and so that's why I'm building these surrounding terrain here. Oops, another crash happened here, sorry. I just feel that placing signs around the park kind of just makes it ever more active and makes the park seem more realistic, because in a real park you would have signs everywhere telling you where to go, and although there isn't a huge range of signs, I kind of make different where I had to. And that concludes the time lapse for the building. Total time 5 hours. And now, on to the tour. So the idea is you start off and you come down this helicopter and you go through the building, wherever it's like a welcome building. And you come out here and you got a Spinosaurus skeleton to greet you at first. And you can take pictures of it and do whatever. It's just the exit to the zipline. So in this park we have around 6 or 7 species. So then you go through the gates of Jurassic Park. On the right we have the Jurassic Tour, which will take you around. It's kind of an introduction to the park, so you go through. So in this area there are Gallimimuses and Struthimimuses. The idea is it's just a small little enclosure. So this is just a small enclosure to have the dinosaurs in. So when you are done with the Jurassic Tour, you come out here and the seating area if you want to just sit down and just experience everything, kind of sequel there, see the Troodons, and stuff. Oh, no, stuff. Probably not. So we get the same hunt here, which is the Troodon enclosure, and that extends all along this back wall here. And we have small Troodons in there. and I wasn't able to fit a feeder in here. So what we're imagining is that this water, they drink from this water, and that they also feed from the fountain as well. So like, this would be included in the middle. Here we have our first hotel. So I guess we'll easily come here, and it's not fast to transport our luggage. It's only a few 50 meters. So they can come in here, just go stay in the Jurassic Hotel, which has a very good view of the Gallimimus and Struthonimus enclosure. So when you get to this part, you have two directions, so you can go right or left, and I will choose to go left. We've got another skeleton here, which is a Brachiosaurus skeleton. And we've got an emergency shelter, so if anything ever goes wrong, run to the shelter. Next thing we have is a quick viewing dome. Click that, it brings you to the dome, which is actually our second exhibit. Third exhibit actually. This is Dilophosaurus and Compsognathus. So when you leave that building or tour, then you get your first amenity. So this is just a general toy shop and clothes store. More amenities, as this one is a coffee. And if you can see, it's kind of green because I designed it to be a bit like Starbucks. And at the end, a red burger place, red and yellow burger place, which I think you can imagine what that one is, which is McDonald's. So the zipline goes over both the Gallimimus, Struthonimus enclosure, and also the Dilophosaurus and Compsognathus enclosure. And go on the zipline. There we go. So that's a quick way to get from one side of the park to the other. A statue of John Hammond, who's kind of just standing there. So we've got an ice cream parlour. It's designed quite fun colours. And on the right we have a pink sushi restaurant, which is probably the only restaurant in the park, so they only get one price. And then approaching the other second hotel on the left. So the idea is that you would go through here, go through the tent, and that's like a check-in. You go through the tent and just go through here, and that would welcome you into the resort. So it's a bit of a more simple hotel. And then the Dilophosaurus enclosure. If you look, you'll see that. You're heading here into the viewing gallery. But well, we're unable to get a Dilophosaurus to come out, so move on. This part is kind of just a central seating area. I think the idea is that you would be able to like order food from that sushi restaurant, and they would bring it to you, and like you would just generally eat food here. And seating on the left, kind of right next to the enclosure again, so people can actually watch through the gates. Look on the right, and we get to another toy store. And the idea of this toy store is that it sells merchandise to the aviary dome. So there's nothing much back there. Yeah. And you've got this general viewing dome. You can see we have Dimorphodons, which are them, and Pterodons, which are them. So you go along, and at the end we have another one. This is just a general toilet, just and the toilets for anyone that wants it down this end of the park. Go through, and this is an entrance to the aviary dome again. So go through. Oh, cut that around. You can see over here we've got the Dimorphodons perched on the rock. Watch that. So as you come out of that building, and yeah, there's not much here. But then this is the employee-only zone. So when you walk through the barriers, we've got a general just shed for storing items, crates and boxes for unused stuff. It's very barren back here, there's no decorations. Really, because like their workers don't need it to look pretty. And then we have a hatchery as well, if anybody needs to get access to the enclosure. And I believe that concludes
is waiting to immerse you in a world of dinosaurs.
Alright, thank you for watching the video, and well done for making it all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more content like this, then make sure to subscribe. And also, if you like general Minecraft content, you can subscribe, because I'll be doing lots of stuff over the next few months. And yeah, I upload once every month on the first Sunday of every month.